It was cool, like the first, I put like 8 ounces of water in there and it was like, confetti party! And I was like, okay. Okay, today is weigh-in day 3, so we can take the average, to see if anything happened over the month of April with my overall 81% compliance starch targets. Yeah, it's about like 10:15, so we're kind of in the same like hour-ish. I did not poo this morning, so we'll see. Like I said, like I've done like a weigh-in before and then pooped and then weighed in after, and like it didn't change a bit. So I guess it just kind of like depends on like how much comes out or whatever. But yeah, so let's do this. Okay, here we go. 197.6 for day 3. Alright, so 197.6 today. The average of those 3 is 198.5. And that's cool. That's 1.5 pounds down. And if you listen to Dr. Lisle's lecture on how weight loss works, that's actually really good. So we're moving in the right direction, and that's what counts. And like I said, when I was like complaining in the car about like in my pink shirt about like even if I followed Dr. Lisle's like idea of weight loss and only lost like 2 pounds of fat or so a month, like you're still gonna be 24 pounds lighter of fat by the end of the year. And so yeah, like there's no way for me to tell if that 1.5 pounds it was fat or what, obviously, but I'm getting another DEXA scan in September, so we're just gonna keep doing this. Yeah, like I really like it, and I wish more people would give it a shot because it's like so simple and it's so good. Like you can adjust the food like how you like it. I mean, like if anybody has any questions about starch solution, like I can break it down for you really easily. Yeah, like the food is just so good, and you don't have to count calories, you don't have to weigh anything, you don't have to be like, oh my god, this is so much food, like I'm gonna gain 5 pounds. It's crazy. Like, it's a high carb, low fat, starch based vegan diet. That's a lot of like descriptors. But I mean, that's what it is. If you want to break it down into like diet culture words, that's exactly what it is. So I think like depending on how much of that sauce I ate, I was hitting, like when I was tracking my macros, I was probably hitting about like 75% carbs, I would say. That sauce was throwing my fat off because of the soy in it. But like, oh well. Like my fat I think was set to like 15. Hold on, let me go check the chronometer really quick. Okay, so I just looked at my chronometer and it's set to 80-10-10, so that's like 15 or so grams of fat, 34.5 protein, and the rest in carbs, as far as like grams go. And then so when I was tracking my macros there at the beginning of April, like kind of really lazily, I was sitting pretty close to that. I think I might have gone over my fats into like 17 or something, maybe 18, because of that cilantro garlic sauce and the soy in it. Because like everything you eat has the, the three macros in it, right? They're just in different proportions. And that's what I was saying when that chick was like, oh, my trainer put me on a low carb diet, but I get to eat vegetables as much as I want. And I'm like, B, vegetables are like 80% carbohydrates on average. So can we just get a new term or something when you're gonna be eating really healthfully and not eating processed garbage? Because when you say carbs, like, it lumps everything that's like mostly carbs into it. And then people also consider like French fries carbs, but those are mostly fat because you're frying them and soaking in all that oil. So like, people, I don't know if it's just me that like has this issue, but like, I don't know, I just think it's kind of dumb. Honestly. So yeah, that's today. We'll do another set of 3 weigh-ins at the beginning of June. And yeah, I think I like measured my waist the other day and it hadn't changed, so whatever. I might go measure it again today because I know I'm less bloated than I was there at the end of the month because of all of my Chipotle eating and whatnot, because that stuff is like full of salt. It's like crazy salty. And yeah, so that's it. I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye. Okay, welcome to Before Work Chats. It's fucking hot in my car, dude. It's like so nice outside. I don't have any makeup on. Like, I really wish that I was off of work this weekend because it's supposed to be like in the mid to high 70s. It's gonna be so nice. Like, I do get to be outside, but I'm at DSD all weekend, and so yeah, working, but I don't know, maybe I'll go walking afterwards if there's not gonna be wind. I think I checked to see the wind on like one of the nicer days, and it was like nice, but then there's supposed to be like 14-mile-per-hour gusts of wind, and I was like, no. It's so ridiculous. So yeah, I'm at work, about to go in. I just had my ballroom lesson for this week, and it was pretty fun. It's definitely like, some of the dances are 100% such a workout. Like, both me and my instructor were like so like sweating, because we were working on swing. We're doing rhythm this week, so we're doing the rumba, mambo, and swing, and we worked on swing mostly today. And like, I wish that it was like less boring. Like, I understand that they have a curriculum that they're following, but I think like, based on the student, they should be able to like throw stuff at you faster. Because I don't know, I mean, maybe they want you to be able to do the step perfectly before they move on. I don't know. He introduced 2 new steps to me for swing today, and body positioning, which is like a huge thing apparently. And it's like, I don't necessarily understand the way that their curriculum has been developed. Like, why they talk about some things further down the line, like correcting myself, that I think should be taught in the beginning, like body positioning and your feet, and like, why are you letting me do a step not necessarily incorrectly, but not properly, I guess, if there's a difference, for so long, and then I get corrected on it after like 6 weeks or 6 weeks plus, I don't even remember when I started, I'm doing it incorrectly. And I guess it was probably more like 2 months of doing it improperly, and then he's like, oh yeah, that's just step this way, and I was like, why didn't somebody correct this before when I started? And also, how like in rhythm dances, you're supposed to keep your toes on the floor like all the time, so you're just like sliding around. And it's like, I feel like that's a basic thing that should be taught in the beginning with the basic steps. Like, not just, I don't know. I guess it depends on the student though, because I can understand where people that are coming from a non-dance background, like, and they might not have the best rhythm or whatever, and then so they need to focus on putting their feet in the correct places for each dance and not worry about keeping their toes on the floor. I just think that it should have been introduced a little bit sooner, because that would have helped me develop these dances, I think, a little bit better. Not that I'm doing poorly, but it's just like, I don't know. I think that they should be able to kind of mold their curriculum around each student, kind of like we do here, where we don't do the same thing on each drive for every student, because every student is different. Like, we teach the same content, it's just at different levels, I guess you could say, would be a way to describe that. So yeah, that's what I've done so far today. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I did make tea, so this is my giant Drink 64 water bottle. This is actually my mom's because I busted mine, but she doesn't use it, obviously. So it's like, so you drink half the bottle, like a whole bottle in the morning, then a whole bottle in the evening, whatever. But I'm just using it because I'm having no Starbucks May, and this is chai tea. It's chai tea with the soy milk and a little bit of sugar. And there was ice in there at one time, but now it's just kind of lukewarm. So that's what I'm having instead of Starbucks today. And I wish that there was ice to put in there, but because it's hot. But there's not. Yeah, so I have these drives. And yeah, I've been feeling like super chill lately. I think it's because I've been like uploading at night, and that's been a really kind of like slow process because my internet, and so like I try not to use the internet anymore, so I stay off of YouTube at night, and I've just been putting on movies that I have instead of streaming them, and doing my cross stitch at night, and I just feel like super chill. And two things that I forgot to put on my May goals was getting vitamin D every day again and drinking more water. So I downloaded some app just now. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, where's my phone? Stupid. I can't remember what it's called. But it was cool. Like the first, I put like 8 ounces of water in there, and it was like, confetti party! And I was like, okay. So it's trying to like really motivate you to drink water, I guess. Yeah, so I need to drink more water, and I need to get sun again. And I was getting sun when I first started living with my mom. Like, I would get sun every day that the sun was out. I would just lay in front of the door and let the sun come in and get me. And so now it's nice enough for me to actually go outside. So yeah, I did go out this morning, and I just like being able to just get vitamin D from the sun and just sit in the sun for like 15 to 20 and call it good, dude. And I want to I'm gonna get my labs done again later this year, probably in the beginning of October, and to compare my vitamin D levels to last year. And so I really want to keep this up. I'm gonna start a tally. I'm gonna steal that from Jordan Shrinks and start like a vitamin D tally every day. I mean, I can't obviously if it's cloudy out, so that's not gonna be my fault. I'll just put like a C or like draw a cloud for if it's cloudy. I'm not 100% sure about, like, because I know you can still get burned on cloudy days. So can you still get vitamin D on cloudy days? I have not heard anything about that, so I'll have to look that up, because then if it's cloudy, then there's like no excuse. I guess it depends on how dense the clouds is. the clouds are. Also, you know, like when it's those like really gray, dark, stormy days, probably not. But if it's just like overcast, you could probably still get vitamin D, I bet. I'll have to look that up. So if you can get vitamin D in a little bit of cloud, then I'll just put clouds for really like dark, stormy days. And otherwise just get some sun. Because my vitamin D was low, and I know that it can affect your mood, and I know that like I was feeling a lot better when I would get that vitamin D during the day. Plus my life was a little bit different. I was pretty much just doing whatever the fuck I wanted all day and not caring about anything. So, I mean, that's nice. And then you get bored. And then you need money. And then you have to go back to work. So, yeah, it's like time for me to go in now. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna film anymore later, but if not, I'll check you guys later. Okay, bye.